I'm standing outside of Sapphire Falls and Aventura, and Cabana Bay is right there. They are all so close. We are actually going to go back through Sapphire Falls. We're going to go downstairs and get on the water taxi, and I'm going to show you just how close everything is. I'm still walking down this pathway. You can see Sapphire Falls here. You can even still hear the waterfall. You can see, I'm right here in front of it. I walk down the sidewalk here. I'm standing now right outside of Aventura Resort, which is honestly one of my favorites. And then right across the street, you can see Cabana Bay Beach Resort. Now you cannot cross this street right here. There are no crosswalks. Honestly, these streets are too big, and there's just so many different vehicles that they do have a specified pathway that takes you down back here. Just on the other side of this building, there is a bridge that crosses Adventure Way, and then you can take the sidewalk back up and it'll lead you either here, or you can cross and come over here. I do have a tour all about Aventura Resort, so if you're not familiar with it, definitely check that out. This is one of my, it's probably the first place I'm gonna book. I'm not gonna say always. It's just most likely going to be my first pick because those theme park view rooms are insane. So check out that video if you haven't seen it, but let's continue our resort tours. Both Aventura Hotel and Cabana Bay Beach Resort have a garden walk that takes you to Volcano Bay. But because Sapphire Falls shares a zone with Aventura Resort, you can also take that garden walk over to Volcano Bay. And I have to tell you, it's seriously underrated. It is extremely beautiful, so lush, and they have this wristband that you can get where you can link like your form of payment and everything to it. So all you have to do is like tap in for your attractions, tap to pay. For any kind of park you can go to, it's just seriously low maintenance because Tapu Tapu gives you that ability to tap into an attraction, to pay for things, to get your pictures, and to access a locker. You have free lockers that are included. They fit a decent size, like medium-sized backpack. You have this low-key, super lush and green tropical getaway with all kinds of like thrilling water slides, body slides, a freaking awesome lazy river that's huge. It takes up half the park. And splash pads and multiple zones for kids and cabanas. Like, look, I could do a whole thing on Volcano Bay. Maybe I go back there sometime, but I have to tell you, it's underrated. You should check it out. Currently standing inside of Sapphire Falls Resort on the main lobby level. I mean, you can see Royal Pacific right here. It'll take you 5-10 minutes if you're a slower paced walker to walk down this path right here and around the corner. That's how close that is. Right here is where that water taxi is. Now this path, like I said, does continue and go all the way to City Walk, and I will show that a bit later so you can get an idea of what that path looks like. But for now, let's go over and get that water taxi. Right over here you can see a black gate, and that's actually going to be your security entrance if you are walking along this walkway in from those two resorts. We're going to pass right underneath this bridge and then we will arrive at City Walk. But again, remember, City Walk is where you access both of these parks. This is so close. We've been on this boat for under 5 minutes. Now let's walk down and take the water taxi that's going to take us to Portofino Bay, because then we'll pass right by Hard Rock and you'll be able to see just how close it is.
We're going to leave Portofino Bay. Water taxi Stephanie waiting, and editorial Stephanie is going to take you on the walking path from Sapphire Falls past Royal Pacific and show you what this looks like. It's a really lush, beautiful, relaxing walk, honestly, and it takes me usually about 10 to 12 minutes if it's first thing in the morning and I'm excited and eager to get to the parks. At the end of the day, if I've been walking around and it's been a full park day, I tend to take somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes on the walk back. The entrance for this is going to be on the Universal Islands of Adventure end of City Walk, but it's going to be next to Margaritaville, and it usually takes like maybe 2 minutes to get through that security checkpoint because there's hardly anyone there. Honestly, I highly recommend this as an option. It's very peaceful, lush, and green, and beautiful.
Total time was 11 minutes and 47 seconds, including going through security. The distance was 0.57 miles. We've boarded the boat for Portofino Bay, and it is currently 10 after 3. So I think we stood there for like 10 minutes. You're coming up on Hard Rock Hotel. I can tell you that this walk right here is less than 5 minutes. I've stayed at Hard Rock a few times now. It's always been really delightful. You can rent guitars. It's really, really fun. The decor is absolutely awesome for anyone who loves music. There's so much paraphernalia in there. But this is a 5-minute walk at best. It's super gorgeous. Right here on the other side where that water taxi is passing, there's also a little garden that connects between the resort itself and the pathway. Definitely something to check out on your next trip down.
After a 5-minute, really lovely boat ride, here we are at Loews Portofino Bay Resort.
Now we're on our way back to City Walk. Look at how pretty this resort is though. I've traveled through space and time to show you Epic Universe's first hotel, Stella Nova here. Actually, I'm not showing you the hotel. You can check that out here. But I am going to be showing you the transportation from here and what it feels like. Now, it's kind of difficult to see. Over here back behind me, you can see the top of Helios Grand Hotel. So this is actually Epic Universe. I can see it from my room. Here's a quick peek at that. Oh my gosh, I lost my mind when I walked inside and I could see that. I can't wait to see it at night and see all the lights. I'm so excited to enter that park. But what I wanted to show you is just how close it is to get from the Stella Nova Resorts Epic Universe over to City Walk. I'm about ready to get on the bus right now. I've heard this should take about 15 minutes, so let's check it out. It is 3:10 right now. Let's see what our timing looks like. I love that they have these boards up for the shuttles so you can see timing, you can see weather information. I know a lot of this is actually shown in other hotels in the lobby, but having this right outside is a really fun new thing.
We waited for guests for a few minutes. In the back, you can see us leaving Epic Universe. That's the top of Super Nintendo World, and now we're arriving at Universal City Walk.
I have made it here to the transportation hub at City Walk. I will say that it has never taken me more than like 10 minutes at most to get from any other resort via bus to the transportation hub here at City Walk. Today from Stella Nova, it took me a little bit longer, but we did sit for about 5 minutes at the resort waiting to get more guests onto the bus. That is something that happens more often if you're at the resort and it's like off-peak travel times. So, I mean, it took us 15 minutes to get here, but I kind of don't really count the 5 minutes we were waiting for other guests. In total travel time, it took right about 14 minutes. So that's nice. Speaking from the proximity of here and the closeness of everything here at Universal Orlando, it's one of my favorite things, you know? I mean, you saw that boat ride, you saw how close everything was, you saw how easy it was to get to everything, and taking 15 minutes or less to get to Epic Universe, that's nothing. It is so awesome how close everything is. It makes it feel super easy. I hope this video is helping you see that, help you feel it so you understand really what it is to be here, because it's one thing to think you're planning and you like the way this hotel looks or the amenities it offers, but understanding how close everything is, the transportation and what it feels like to be in that hotel and what it feels like to be in this property is the best way to understand how you're investing for that trip. So I hope it was helpful. If it was, please consider subscribing, liking this video, sharing it with anyone you think might get some use out of it, and definitely connect with me on social media at Motivational Pinup. I really hope this helps you live your version of a brilliant, bold, beautifully empowered theme park life. Cheers.